Hi everybody, this is Stonewall Sharpe, and today I'm going to be out trying to see if I can shoot 6 rounds in 2 minutes to make Richard Sharpe's standard of 3 rounds a minute with my Pedersoli Brown Bess. This is a flintlock. We've already been out today shooting a bunch of rounds with it, put about 20-30 rounds through it. And I thought I would just give it a try. So for those of you that don't know how to load flintlocks, just do a quick demonstration for you and then we'll get to it. I'm going to come over here. I'm loading these out of really crappy paper cartridges I made a couple weeks ago. So it's quite simple. You have your paper cartridge with your ball and your powder. Put a small priming charge in the pan there. Close the frizzen. Cast the weapon about. Pour the powder down the barrel. Seat the cartridge. Ram the cartridge. Turn the rammer. And then make ready to fire. So, oh, by the way, you took that to half cock first. So, now we have it at half cock. Frizzen is closed. Gun is ready to fire. Bring it back to full cock. And this is where we're going to start. So, the way I want this to work is if you could pretend you're my commander, just say ready, aim, fire. Okay. Then say fire at will. And when he says fire at will,
don't shoot
that's when
yourself.
The clock starts.
That's when you go down.
Okay. So, after the first shot, when he says fire at will, is when the clock will start.
Okay.
And, oh, small note, some of you will probably recognize these are the wrong accoutrements for this weapon. Yes, just this is a 69 caliber box. I'm shooting 69 caliber ball with about 100-ish, give or take 10 grains of powder out of this 75 caliber weapon. And here's our best bayonet. Anyway, so don't give me any crap for that. Alright, so here we go on your command.
Ready, aim, fire.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Okay, we'll try that again.
So because we've been shooting this gun a little bit, I lost the priming charge there. Happens when you get these things dirty. Normally I would just throw that cartridge away, so let's try again.
Ready, aim, fire. Fire at will.
Go stand this way.
Hopefully we won't have that problem.
Have to go a little bit faster than that. There you go.
Okay, you can tell me when 2 minutes is up. We'll just do what we can here. Lost it again. Thanks.
One minute.
I blame the misfires.
You're not doing bad. Doing pretty well.
Well, it'd be easier if this was a clean weapon because then it wouldn't misfire on us. That said, I'm not particularly impressed.
Who's that?
Oh, by the way, we're shooting at that Nazi zombie down there. I don't know if you can see him. Here's again. Yeah, sorry guys. How we doing on time?
2.5 minutes.
Huh?
2.5 minutes.
Awesome.
Is this the last shot?
Huh? Yeah, this will be the last shot. I'm thoroughly embarrassed now. Thanks. I need to clean this thing. That's the flint sturdy.
3 minutes.
So that was what? Oh, was that 4 or 5 shots?
Wow.
I thought it was
I wasn't paying
6
It was
shots.
6
shots.
in 3 minutes. So I got some work to do. So.
Well, I misfired multiple times.
Yeah, that didn't help. So thanks for recording. You can turn it off now. So the reason why I was getting those misfires was because since we had fired it so much previously, a bunch of fouling built up in the pan. I'll show you that here. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but you can see, or maybe not, that there's a bunch of black powder residue all in the pan. See, there's some came off on my finger. But so what happened? Ow! What happens is all that powder residue builds up, and so what happens is when you close the frizzen, it doesn't close all the way, and so the powder just slips out of the bottom of the frizzen when you go to load the rest of the charge. And yeah, I just cut my finger on that lock. It was pretty awesome, or flint, or whatever it was that cut me there. So anyway, I'm gonna have to go tend to that. But that's why the weapon wasn't firing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean the lock out. That should be all that's necessary, and then I'm going to go shoot again. Hopefully I'll actually be able to do 3 rounds a minute this time. Hey, so after that fiasco earlier, we're going to try it again. Now I've actually got a clean pan and frizzen, so hopefully it won't misfire so much. And to make it just a little more realistic, and to be more accurate to the tactics of the time, I'm going to try it with 6 bayonets.
6 bayonets. Load.
And yes, it is harder with the bayonet.
Ready. Aim. Fire.
Oh, my bad. Call it. Fire it will.
Fire will.
Start the timer. Yeah, our neighbors are nice and freaking out now.
Okay.
Huh? Yeah, that surprises me. Keep going back to my percussion muscle memory. Ah.
1 minute.
Come on, powder.
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
Alright, how many shots was that?
4.
4? Alright, well, I can do 5. So 5 in a little over 2 minutes. Again, so yeah, I need to do some work. But granted, this time also had the bayonet fixed, and I don't know if you could tell my ramrod. I had oiled my ramrod because it gets really tight in the channel. So I don't know if you saw, but my hands were slipping on the ramrod. So not trying to make excuses, but yeah. So I need some practice, but that wasn't all that bad. All right, so as you see, we have 2 targets out. So I'm going to do something a little bit different now. I'm going to try the tap loading technique. This is not something I recommend beginners do. I have experimented with this before. It's not true tap loading, it's more like Richard Sharpe's spit loading, because in tap loading you would literally just drop the cartridge down the barrel, and because it's so undersized it would go straight down. All you'd have to do is tap it to seat the round. However, these cartridges I made with a 75 caliber dowel, so as you've been noticing, they won't just go down. I have to seat them first. What you would normally do is you would flip over the cartridge, bite the bullet off the cartridge, prime the pan, pour the powder, and spit the bullet down. And you can tap it, but I find it's not necessary because these are 69 caliber balls going into a 75 caliber bore. They just roll right down, and you can hear them thump against the powder. So again, I would like to remind you, this is dangerous, but in my experience, and a lot of you are going to give me crap for putting my face over the barrel of a gun, but frankly, if a powder hasn't flashed by the time I've finished pouring it, it's not going to. So it's a risk I'm willing to take. So normally you would do that though. However, my cartridges have powder tubes in them. So if I were to bite the bullet off, I wouldn't be able to pour because there's a powder tube keeping the powder away from the ball. So I'm going to be biting both ends. So it's going to be a little awkward and not quite right, but we have what we have, so we're going to work with it. So anyway, on your command.
Fire at will.
You start the clock?
Yeah.
The reason why you might do this is, well, supposedly speed. Oh, shit. That, of course, is one problem. You have to have a skill now. That sounded awkward. I don't know. Not paying attention. So the reason why you do this is to eliminate the use of the ramrod, which is arguably the longest step in this process. Remember, tell me when it's 1 minute.
1 minute.
Oh boy. Well, wait, are we on par? I know, I'm not paying attention. Oh, and there goes my damn priming charge again. So once again, this thing is nice and fouled now. That last priming charge is probably a little heavy, so it doesn't want to shoot. Same problem we had earlier. Yes, this is a little bit awkward with the bayonet.
Two minutes.
Ooh. That was 2 minutes? Okay, well that last one had paper stuck to it anyway, so. Ooh! Barrel's getting nice and hot now. So that's that. I wasn't keeping track of what I was shooting. Did you count how many rounds that was?
It was 5.
It was 5?
If you count the last one.
Well, the point is I either need to lose the bayonet or get some work. So, but I'll take 5 rounds in 2 minutes, even if it was slightly over, a little under par, or over par there, but I mean, it's alright. There's always room for improvement in our line of work. So anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully I can come out with another one of these and actually be able to do 3 rounds a minute. So, see you then.